a fantastic day. Today, we're going to talk about Redbox. The stock is really hot right now. A lot of discussion is going on different platforms about this. There's a lot of discussion on Discord. And I just want to make a video, quick price action video on this. I've been watching the stock since the morning, and the stock is having a good day today. I was trading on a 5 minute chart, and but I think 30 minutes also is serving a good purpose on terms of the support and resistance that I have here. So I'm going to go through different support and resistance I have here, and then if anybody wants to play this, of course, it's not a financial advice, but definitely something to be looked at right now. So as far as the resistance I have here, I have around, it crossed at $7.18 resistance. Now it hit around $7.20. The one I had before was, let me get this the other pricing out. I think it was like $7.31. Right now, it's rejecting that resistance right now a little bit. I have a price order on the level 2 data that's showing me what orders are coming in. Like, for example, you see there are 6,666 shares about to be sold at around $7. So this is some rejections coming in. So, as far as the resistance is concerned, this resistance, if it gets past that resistance, it could potentially go to $7.55. Again, what happens in the market is that it's never a guaranteed way that is going to move, right? It's always going to be a probability game, right? So basically, what you can really do is you can have an edge, right? In our side, we have an edge that I have established as resistance. So I see that there is a resistance at $7.30, as you saw, like it's having a hard time crossing that resistance. You see there's a lot of rejection coming in. Undecisiveness is there as well a little bit. So basically, from pure price action standpoint, if it crosses that, it could potentially go to $7.55. On the EMA, exponential moving average, is about to cross at 48 periods, which also sort of an indicator that that price is going to move up. Okay, the indicators are a little lagging. Their price action is a lot greater if you understand the candle charts from this standpoint. Looks like it's making its way up, but it's keep getting rejected. You see the wick here, the shadow. Now that means that price want to go higher, but there are selling orders coming in, as you see on my screen here. You see there's 6,776 sell orders for $7.35. What's going to happen is going to reject the price down when it gets there, right? So this is what happened here. $7.35, it got rejected really hard. You have another $7.35 order came in at 6,834 orders. This is how the resistance get rejected. Okay, and this is very important. The only part that it takes time and people fail to do is having the right type of resistance and support, and this is where your skill needs to shine and you'll be able to make that money, right? So as far as the indicators are concerned, moving average conversion divergent is saying that it's way up. The histogram is looking green, which means that potentially the stock should move up, right? If you're looking at only the indicators, there's going to be a little bit of a lag, right? If you were, for example, looking at an indicator, you heard, okay, it's going to cross a 48 period, and from there it's going to be hitting the moon. It might be hitting the moon, but there's no guarantee on that, right? So you got to look at the price action. Always got to take the priority here. If you have the tool that you're using, for example, like, I'm using Webull right here. Webull has this level 2 data, which actually, shows you how many orders are kicking in at what price. So that gives you sort of an idea, which way the market is headed right now. It's also, depends on the stock too. If you have a stock like SPY, for example, if you're trading SPY, the orders are going to be insane. It's going to be hard to catch. So, for example, if I go to SPY real quick, it moves so quick, it's really hard to determine what's happening with the stock, right? So let's go to Redbox again. I do SPY options as well. So let's go to Redbox, back at it again, right? It gets rejected on that resistance. So look, if that crosses that resistance, this is on an upward momentum, that is for sure. So there's some little bit of a retracement happens here. Let's say if it goes down to this level again, like 704, then bounce back up, cross that resistance. Again, if it crosses that resistance, it could potentially go to $7.55. On the ATR, average true range, let's see how much of a stock moves in a given period. Okay, so let me add that indicator right here, ATR. All right, I'm on a 30-minute chart. So in a 30 minutes, the stock could potentially move around 41 cents. Given that 41 cents mean either up or down or a mixture of both, right? Around 41 cents is the average for the stock to move. Right now, let's say it's sitting at around $7.17, for example. Either it could go down 41 cents, go up 41 cents, or, net 41 cents up or down, give and take, right? So essentially it moves around 41 cents, give and take, in a given period. I'm on a 30-minute chart, right? So these resistance that I have here are on a 30-minute charts. Of course, if you go to a minute chart, these resistance will change a little bit. You see how it got rejected on the resistance that we just talked about. On a 30-minute, it looks like a 1 bar because, of course, every bar represents a time frame. So in a 1 minute, it looks a couple of bars here. It got rejected twice because we saw two orders. One was 6,666, the other one 6,683. Both of them kicked in, and you have another order coming at $7.22, which is about 5,400. At $7.22, which means, you know, when the price hits that, it's gonna kick in, and the automated order is gonna kick in. So this is what the support and resistance. This is what the underlying situation with the support and resistance is. The reason we draw up these support and resistance is, again, nobody can predict the future since the market is constantly moving and it's never be the same. It'll never be the same traders trading every day. It's going to be always variations. There's going to be different probabilities. But what happens is when you establish these support and resistance, these are the probability that, okay, if it does happen, there's a possibility the market can move around that area. In this case, when my resistance was at that, and we saw it live on that video that it got rejected, it was trying to make a green. And if you were looking at only pure on indicators, you would have got into that position right here. Now you would have lost, you know, that couple of dollars right here. Like, it depends on how many shares you bought in. Now you have to wait till it goes back out, right? So price action has got to be first. You got to understand the candles, how they're moving before you even get to the price action. You know, you got to make sure you draw up your support and resistance. And I make videos every day on different stocks. You know, if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. The objective here is to get you guys information early or a given day where the stock is looking good, and maybe you can cash that and make some few bucks on it. Again, it's not a financial advice. This is just me putting the facts out there. And if somebody wants to use these levels, of course, you know, when you get into the market, my advice is always have your stop losses. Always. Doesn't matter if it kicks you out right away. Don't worry about it. Come back to it again. But you got to practice having the same stop losses. Then you use other indicators like support and resistance, price action, other indicators like MACD, RSI, Relative Strength Index. RSI right now is sitting at 62, for example, which means that it is on an upward momentum. However, look, the point is it will eventually go back up, but we don't know. But let's say if it does. But if you got right here, instead of right here, you just lost a couple of cents right here, right? So that's the point. That's the point of having the support and resistance to give you that establishment. Now it's getting rejected. See, you see how this happened? There's a support right here. Sell orders are coming in. It's getting rejected. And now it's creating that wick, right? We don't know if the buyers are going to come in. I see a lot of 1,494 orders at $7.12. So let's see. If it gets to $7.12, you see some orders come in. Maybe $7.14 has 1,700. So this is how it works, right? So you got to go through price action, support and resistance. Then you got to go to the indicators, right? So look, this is my quick video. Have a look at this Redbox stock. It is hot, you know, but again, as I said, right, always got to have your stop losses. It does not matter if it kicks you out right away. Whatever it is, you know, if you're spending $1, for example, you got to have your stop losses at one point, like either be 5 cents, 10 cents, whatever the stop loss, you're okay to lose money. What I call this is a cost of business, right? Treat this like a business, right? If you are doing a business, you will eventually lose on a business too. It'll never be green all the time, right? So you got to know, once you establish that strategy, then you'll be a lot better analysis with the analysis on the support of resistance and RSIs and all that good stuff, because you already, once you set your stop losses, predetermined stop losses, you'll lose money, you know, 1 or twice or 3 times, 4 times, but I guarantee you the trade that you're going to win is going to cover you for the losses as well. And depending on, but the prerequisite is you got to have your stop losses predetermined, right? If I'm getting right here, for example, right, $7.13, my stop loss is going to be $6.93. I said, look, if it comes down here, I'm going to come out of the position. I don't care if it goes back up. It'll never satisfy a trader. It'll never be a right time to exit the trade, right? You could ask a trader who made $1 million and he'd be like, oh, I wish I would have stayed there. I would have made another, 500,000 on it, right? There's never a satisfaction on the upward momentum, right? So what you got to do is you got to have your predetermined stop losses, get into the position. Of course, you got to see the support resistance, the trend, how is it moving? Is it moving up, down, depending on that, if you're short selling or if you're buying it. Move it like that. Have a look at the stock. I just want to make this quick video for you guys and get it out there as soon as possible before the market close. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, do consider subscribing. I'll talk to you guys in the next video.